Hello everyone and welcome back to Mossy Pine Ranch at Elmcreek. We have reached episode number 16 and are now in November. That's right, the harvest season is well and truly over, and so too nearly is autumn. Got some lovely colours on the trees, but yep, winter is on its way, so we only get to enjoy them for so long. Last time we were busy planting our barley in both sets of fields, 2 and 3, and 4, 5, 6 and 7. So that barley is now in, but it did come at a price. We had quite a lot of expenses in the last session, and that meant we had to take out a loan, and that also left us very close to having no money left. But you'll notice that we are in the black still, and we've got $15,000 in the bank. So if we take a look at the finances, we've got the $70,000 loan there, and we are still in a bit of money, and that's because last time at the end of the session I did sell the old Amazon seeder and the small trailer that we've used to take some of our produce to the market. That brought in around $17,000. But yeah, we did have some overnight production costs and property costs, so we're down to $15,000 now. But the plan is today that we really need to get that debt cleared. And the first thing I'm going to do is, I've noticed that on the used vehicle sales, we've got the same cultivator that we bought before, but obviously at a used price, 68% discount. So we can buy this for $10,000, $190, and then we can sell our old one, well, not old one, but one that we bought that is new, for $23,000. So that's a quick little earner to get us $10,000, and yeah, it means that we are going to buy this used same cultivator that we've got, and then take our much newer one back to the dealership for sale. But that's going to earn us $10,000, so worth it in my opinion. Cool, so I've bought that cultivator and we'll head over to the dealership later on to take our other one back and get $23,000. So that's a good little earner for us. But yeah, main focus on the start of this morning is getting our grass field mown. And that is because we need to do some silage runs, or some silage production rather. We need to mow this grass and windrow it, and then get it into our silage silo just ahead of me now. And that's going to process it all into silage. And once it's all silage, we can get that to get some BGA profits, which are desperately needed to repay the loan. So that is going to be the main focus, this morning at least. Now I would have liked to have got a new set of mowers to do this mow, but that's going to have to wait yet another time because we just don't have the money to buy a new set of mowers. I want to buy a set of mowers that has the ability to collect the grass into a swath, and that's then going to reduce the windrowing jobs that we're going to have to do. But for today we are keeping it as the Kuhn mowers, and then the Smash windrower is going to come along and make some nice swaths for us. But yeah, this could well be the last mow with the Kuhn mowers. I gave them a nice wash at the end of the last time, thinking that I was going to be selling them, but here we are using them again, so I'll have to give them another wash before we then sell them. But I have a new set of mowers in mind, and I look forward to being able to buy them when we've got the money. It's all about the money at the moment, and today we've got to clear our debts. So I'm going to mow, I'm then going to windrow, and I'm then going to loading wagon it into the silo. So leave that with me, and I'll see you when we've made some good progress. Right, okay, so that's the mowing and windrowing all done. Let's just get this serviced up, as it's looking a bit rugged at the moment, and we can give it a good old wash as well. The next is on to the loading wagon, so let's get this parked up and then we'll start loading some grass. It's attached up. Right, switch on the loading wagon and lower the pickup, and off we go, clearing the first headland, hoping for a good volume of grass. I don't think I got it to 100% fertilisation, but nonetheless still looks to be of a good yield. And yep, the windrowing does take quite a long time. That was probably the longest out of the two jobs. The mowing's quite quick, and then the windrowing takes a little bit more time and patience just to get it looking neat. So hence why I'm really after a mower that can swath it, and we don't need to worry about windrowing too much. Okay, struggling up the hill ever so slightly, but not doing too bad a job. 60% in. Let's get this all loaded and dropped into our silo. And there we are, the last slither collected. We can turn the loading wagon off, and yeah, collecting the swaths in the tractor and loading wagon is a good job for cockpit view, and I don't do it too often, so it's quite nice to get inside the tractor and then see sort of the actual working view that it would be. Right, so let's get this unloaded. You can see the grass lowering there from the loading wagon. That's all good. And I'm hoping we should have a nice quantity of grass. Did feel a little bit less than what we had last time, but nonetheless that's still gonna do us okay. Let's just stop there and check the silage silo is running as we expect it. Cool, so grass silage is active. We've got 152,000 litres, 446, and yeah, 4,000 litres of silage already. So I think that is more yield than last time, which is surprising. Yeah, that is away and whirring, and we should get around 156,000 litres of silage, which is excellent. So let's get the loading wagon all parked up and then we can move on to the next job, which is getting our produce sold. Right, so before I get the produce sold, I'm just going to take our newer cultivator back to the dealership and go pick up the used one. Right, there's our new old cultivator, and we can get this one dropped off and sold here. So there we go, so we can sell this for $25,521. That is very good and gives us a bit more funds. And yeah, quite handy that we can swap it out like that with the dealership. I'm all for using used equipment, keeps our operational costs down, and yeah, just a bit more realistic. I think you would have a bit more of a used equipment market out there. Right, I'm going to hitch this on the front again, and the reason for that is we do need a trailer to sell some of our produce, and I've spotted, no, not a used one, but a very good one that sort of came up. I think it comes under bale loaders, and if we look all the way to the end, it is here, the Lizard TPS 001, and can you believe it's only $1,500, and yeah, we can afford the spare wheel on the front, and I think I'm going to get it in the old Case IH colours, so yeah, it looks to match. But yeah, this is going to be the replacement trailer, which costs a lot less than the one we purchased before, and that's going to be able to load all our produce onto, so we can take that to the various sell points. There it is, looking good. So we've got the cultivating rhino again and the nice new trailer on the back. Back at the ranch, let's get the cultivator dropped off, and then we can start loading our produce onto the new trailer. Okay, back we are, trailer hitched up, so let's start loading some of our produce. Now I want to sell everything. Got our honey here, so yeah, 1 pallet and a bit. Strapped up. Eggs, and nearly 4 pallets, so that's good. Get the straps on those, don't want these eggs rattling around. Now, one thing to note about the chickens is that we've got a full chicken coop, and we've still got 10 roosters. We could do away with the roosters and have 10 extra chickens, but I had an idea. These chickens reproduce like anything, especially when there's 10 roosters. So my feeling was that there's 2 sets of 120 chickens here that are ready to reproduce, and then 110 chickens here, which have only just crossed into puberty. So we could sell these 110 chickens at $25, which is the maximum price, and then in a day or so, or next month, these chickens will reproduce another 120 chickens. So we can get the benefit of selling chickens quite regularly, and then they'll reproduce to restock the chickens that we've got in the coop. So I'm going to sell these. There we go, so I think I got around $2,250 for that, so that's pretty handy. Right, last bit is the lettuces, so let's go grab those. Oh, there we go, we've got 2 pallets of lettuces, so let's get that loaded. Right, loaded up. So I'm going to now look at where the best sell points are, and take them over. So honey is best at the cereal market, so let's get that sold. So about $2,000 for the honey. On we go to the next. Right, and lettuces to the grocery. Nice, $3,200 from the lettuces. Let's get the eggs over to the bakery, I think is the best place. Right, and here we are at the bakery, so let's get the eggs sold. So I just sold the last part of eggs and we got 17,000 before, so yeah, we made about $22,000 from our eggs. Wowzers, that's pretty good. Let's get back to the ranch, because we've got a couple more jobs left to do today. Alright, back at the ranch, and our new flatbed trailer goes quite nicely with our grain trailer. The lizard one, yet again, which did a grand job of carting our silage last time. Let's get this flatbed parked up in what is our trailer park area. Okay, so next job we are going to turn our attention to the fields. The barley has gone into its earliest stages of growth, and there have been some weeds come through. So if we take a look at the barley, we can see it's in early growth, but for soil composition we do in fact have weeds, and also we're only at the primary level of fertilizing, so I will fertilize that in another session. But for now, let's just tackle the weeding. So I am just pulling up where our Kuhn sprayer is stored. We stashed it away in this hay shed, as we don't really have much of a space for it. And it fits in quite nicely here. So let's get this picked up. There we go. We've still got a bit of herbicide left in it, but we've got some stores up the top here, so let's get it 100% filled so we don't have to come and replenish. There we go, 100% filled. So I'm going to herbicide both fields, starting with field 2 and 3, as I can just nip through here and we can get the job done. So crack on through, let's get it unfolded. Now we are through. A few trees and fences to navigate. Now remember, I actually snagged the sprayer on the fence last time I did this job, so I need to make sure I watch out for it. Here we go. Let's get it turned on and let's clear those weeds. So I'm going to get the job done for both fields, and I'll see you when we're done. Right, so that's our pass through both fields. I'm going to take a quick look. Yes. See, I'm not quite sure what happens here, because you saw me go through and I even overlapped quite a bit on bits I'd already covered, and yet here we have some areas that are still not fully weeded. And I don't know if this is a sort of terrain glitch or if it's just some bits need 2 passes. I'm not really sure, and it's very difficult to see, so I have to try and understand which bits need a second going over. But if we set it on cruise and then take a look at the map, we can see that we are covering some bits that we missed. Right, that's a bit better. Covered up some patches. I'm not going to do any more. It's a little bit cheeky how yeah, sometimes it doesn't apply it properly. Not quite sure whether it's just that field or something in general, but never mind. That is us all sprayed and done. So I'm going to drop the sprayer off and we can go check in on how our silage is doing. It's 4 o'clock now, so we're losing the autumn light. Big trailer. Right, so let's take a look at how much we've got. We've got 29,000 litres of silage. I'm going to wait till we've got 70,000, as that's how much the trailer can take. So let's wait around a little bit. So we've been hanging around till midnight, and we finally have 70,000 litres of silage. So the rain has started, but yeah, I do want to get this silage into the BGA, so I'm going to load it up, and then yeah, it'll probably be tomorrow, the next session, when we do the next load. But let's get at least 70,000 litres of silage running. Going to need the lights on for this, and yep, nearly full. Right, 70,000 litres. Let's get this over to the BGA. And here we are at the BGA. Let's get turned round and drop this load off in here so we can get some money. There we are, that's unloading. Just feel a bit dodgy skulking around the BGA at midnight selling our silage so we can pay off our debts. But that's what we've got to do to keep the farm solvent and stable. So let's get the trailer unfolded now. We've got the 70,000 litres of silage in the BGA. And then we can rock on back to the ranch to wait for the next 70,000 litres. So that is it for today. Hope you've enjoyed watching. By next time we should have our funds to repay our loan, and yet we actually earned quite a bit of money ourselves today from doing a little trick with the cultivator, buying it used and selling the new one we bought. And we also sold some produce, our eggs making some nice dollars, 22,000 I think it was. And then we also sold lettuces, honey, and we also sold 110 chickens. And that's going to be quite handy to do to get some extra money. But yeah, we're not looking too bad money-wise now. And yeah, we've crossed into December now, so we're into the winter jobs for the farm. I'm not sure what there's going to be a great deal to do. I'm hoping our grass is going to be ready to mow once more fairly soon, so we can do some more silage and get some more money. But yeah, that is it. Hope you have enjoyed watching. A big thank you for your views, likes and subscribes. If you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like me to do, then feel free to leave a comment. All there's left to say is, hope to see you again next time, and until then, I'll catch you later. Cheers all. Bye bye.